Hi friends, I'm going to be talking about these 15 hero nations. Each one of these circles represents one of the hero nations, and there are 15 hero nations, and in every circle there is the number 12, which represents the receiving nations. So every hero nation, there's 15 of them from the world, and then the 12 times 15 is 180, and 180 plus 15 is 195, and that's how many nations there are in the world. So, without further ado, I'm going to be reading a little bit and talking about the structure of how Moon relates to the overall demilitarization everywhere. So it's kind of neat because what I did was I took 15 of the steps, the 15 steps that it takes to build one of those rings, like here, one of the Hero Nation, and each of those rings is an award ceremony, an international award ceremony where the Hero Nation on top gives $10 billion to each of those 12 nations, and that's what I consider the award ceremony. That's what I'm presenting as public art, as a tourist attraction, hopefully, one of these days soon, where the Hero Nation's flags are on top and the receiving nation's flags are on the bottom, as in the model that I made in my backyard. But that was a diamond. These are rings, and the diamond only had 4 sides, and these have 12 sides on each ring. So this is how I construct. First, this is how I construct a single moon ring with the 12 sides. First, I pull all the materials in a pile, and second, I raise up the corners and connect the corners with wire. Third, I connect the corners with braces. They're safety braces. Fourth, I put the rings or the hooks on the poles on the top. And then fifth, I connect the poles to the corners on the top. And sixth, I measure each circle ring where to mark it, where the corners go on each 12 of these corners. 7, I lay down the flags according to each side. 8, I slip bungees through the grommets. 9, I fasten the grommets to the swivels. 10, I tie bungees to bungees until the flags wrap all around that ring. 11, I raise the top flags to the ring's hooks with the pole raiser and connect them. 12, I raise the bottom flags between the top flags and the ground. And then there's a couple intermediary steps I added on here. They go further down into the process, but altogether this makes 15. So 13, take 3 scaffolding and pull them to every corner. That's like 1.5. 14, I connect the poles to the corners at the bottom. That's 5.5. And 15, I put the ring hooks onto the poles, onto the bottom poles. I know that that's kind of a weird step-by-step process, but this should make sense following. And thanks for bearing with me so far. So, what I did here was to have a way where I took I'm missing a sheet, that's why I'm looking around. Let's see if I can find it. Maybe I did this. Here we go. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Now, the first one where I pull all the materials in a pile, this is supposed to symbolize 12 different aspects of pulling all materials. But instead of pulling on the materials for the Moon Project, I'm pulling the materials out of a nation's military supply for demilitarization. And these are the military materials which I'm pulling for demilitarization. 1, aerial weapons, 2 Air Force weapons, 3 Army weapons, 4 cannons, 5 grenades, 6 infantry weapons, 7 machine guns, 8 machine corps weapons, 9 mortars, 10 Navy weapons, 11 rockets, and 12 nuclear bombs. So that's number 1. And the second step, where I raise the corners of my where I raise up the corners of my scaffolding on this project, is supposed to symbolize the raising of money in 12 ways. So 1, Moon is built as an art to show how money can be pooled in this international awards ceremony, and it gives its instructions. 2, Moon gets good attention of the public. 3, the public demand change, which is an international support. 4, lobbies are informed. 5, lobbies are formed. 6, Congress is lobbied. 7, Congress is supportive. 8, leaders support and push in Congress and parliaments. 9, it's approved by the Congresses and parliaments. 10, it's approved by the presidents. And 11, the hero nations put money in banks, these 15 hero nations, and pool the money of the 15 nations. It's actually makes a $1.8 trillion pool, and this money is coming from their national military budgets, each of these 15 hero nations, to give to the rest of the receiving nations. There are 180 of them. So my third step of how to build the Moon project, which is to connect the corners with safety braces, is representing other kinds of connections in a safe way. So you'll see what I mean. And there's 12 of them too. So first, I connect the engineers to the inspectors for Moon. 2, I connect the maintenance crew to weather reporters. 3, I connect engineers to the maintenance crew. 4, I connect the inspectors to the maintenance crew. 5, I connect the tourists of the public to the Moon in a safe way, the Moon portable tourist attraction. 6, I connect the Moon to the media. 7, I connect the media to the general public. 8, I connect the general public to the international media. 9, connect the international media to the international public. 10, connect the tourists to the media. 11, connect any public to merchandise. And 12, connect the public to the cause of demilitarization, which is END, every nation demilitarized, the end cause. Now, the fourth step of my making of my Moon project ring is to put the ring hooks on the pole's top, on the top poles. So there's 12 of these, and they symbolize putting different things forth or to a group of people. So here we go. 1, put hero nation representatives into a conference gathering. 2, put forth the Moon demilitarization art as a diagram to show the instructions on the international awards ceremonies. 3, put forth the presentation to demilitarize. 4, put forth the public opinion of their own nations. 5, put forth the international public opinion of other nations. 6, put forth a safe way to demilitarize. 7, put forth a time frame to do this. 8, put forth the costs, which is $10 billion per receiving nation. 9, put forth the plan for the future safety and monitoring against any further militarization. 10, put forth how remaining national budgets will benefit. 11, put forth how militaries can cease. 12, put forth the idea that if there are no militaries, then there will be no war. So the fifth step of my how to build a moon ring connects to the connecting of piles to the corners, and that's the step. And this connects to other kinds of connections following, and there's 12 of them. 1, connect merchandise profits to the charities. 2, connect the charities to the victims. 3, connect the buyers to the merchandise. 4, connect the advertisers to the buyers. 5, connect the products and merchandise to the advertisers. 6, connect the designers to the products. 7, connect the designers to Moon and the Every Nation Demilitarized. 8, connect the ideas to the designers. 9, connect the buyers to the tourists. 10, connect the buyers to the general and international public. 11, connect merchandise to the marketers. 12, connect the merchandise to the stores. And my sixth step is to measure the circle ring and mark where the corners go. And there are 12 of these symbolic like measurements or statistics or data following. 1, get stats for the demilitarization's consequences or effects for the future. 2, get the data for demilitarization's effects going and doing it if we were to do it in the present time right now. 3, get data for the optimal ways to demilitarize. 4, get data for demilitarizing and monitoring that over time. 5, get data and statistics for the public support and approval of Moon. 6, get data for speed of demilitarization if all nations were to demilitarize at once. 6, get data for health of nations after demilitarization. 8, get data for psychological health of citizens now. 9, get data for psychological health of citizens after all nations demilitarize. 10, get data on how money for demilitarizing can be used. 11, get data on general health of citizens now. 12, get data on general health of citizens after all nations demilitarize. And 7, my next step is to lay down flags accordingly. So this represents the laying down of like presenting stuff, and there's 12 of them. 1, lay down moon presentation art. 2, lay down international award ceremony proposal. 3, lay down demilitarization, why to do it. 4, lay down demilitarization, how it will work. 5, lay down what is demilitarization. 6, lay down when to demilitarize. 7, lay down who will be in charge of demilitarization. 8, lay down what will happen if we all demilitarize. 9, lay down public support for demilitarization. 10, lay down public support, governmental support for demilitarization. 11, lay down where the Hero Nation pool goes. 12, lay down who receives what portion of the Hero Nation's pool. Money. This is number 8. My next step is to tie the bungee cords around the grommets and connect them. So this is another version of connecting variation. There's 12 of them. 1, connect support for anti-war organizations. 2, connect support for general public to the world. 3, connect support from individuals to individuals. 4, connect support from families to families. 5, connect support from international support to nations. 6, connect support from healthcare to agencies, from healthcare agencies. 7, connect support from international agencies. 8, connect support between governmental departments. 9, connect support between economists. 10, connect support between governmental leaders. 11 connects support between community leaders, and 12 connects support between religious communities. 9, fasten the grommets to the swivels is my next step. And this is all about the function of like hero nations. There's 12. The function of hero nations to get public support to spend military budgets. The function of hero nations to get international support of other hero nations. The function of hero nations to get international public support. The function of hero nations to distribute information on what they will do. The function of hero nations to distribute information on how they will do it. The function of hero nations to get international public support of receiving nations. The function of hero nations to get governmental support of receiving nations. The function of hero nations to pool money between receiving nations. The function of hero nations to award money to receiving nations. The function of hero nations to present plans on how receiving nations can demilitarize. 11. The function of hero nations to present economic prospects to receiving nations, how now the leaders and the citizens. Number 12. The function of hero nations to present world economic future prospects to recipient or receiving nations, leaders, and citizens. So my 10th step is to tie the bungees to the bungees until things wrap all around the flags. And this wrapping around symbolizes 12 things. 1, the benefits of demilitarization on physical health, on psychological health, that is to say. 2, people getting along together. 3, physical health benefits. 4, more national money used on other services. 5, increased happiness. 6, decreased suffering. 7, less aggressivity. 8, increased safety. 9, increased long-term security. 10, increased hope for a better future. 11, increased education. 12, increased well-being. So my 11th step in building a moon ring is to raise the tops of the flags to the ring hooks with the pole raiser and connect them. And this raising represents 12 elements of raising. 1, raise support by discussing moon art. 2, raise support by discussing every nation demilitarized. 3, raise talk on a change of subject matter concerning not needing any militaries. 4, raise support through our literature. 5, raise support through donations. 6, raise support through sales of merchandise. 7, raise support through advertising merchandise. 8, raise support through organizing moon teams. 9, raise support through institutions. 10, raise support by getting leaders to talk about this. 11, raise support by volunteers helping. 12, raise support through lobbying in order to demilitarize. And my 12th step, which is actually the last step, and these last ones are the add-ons I was talking about at the beginning. But the 12th step is to raise the bottom flags between the top flags and the ground. So put them in between the top and the bottom. These bottom flags. And these all represent other increasements, like, and there's 12 of them. 1, the receiving nations can get better economies. 2, the receiving nations can use their $10 billion plus they're non-military budgets now to demilitarize. 3, the receiving nations have an increased health. 4, the receiving nations have an increased education. 5, the receiving nations can increase safety. 6, the receiving nations increased their infrastructure. 7, the receiving nations increased their security. 8, the receiving nations increased their happiness. 9, the receiving nations increased their well-being. 11, oh, I missed a 10. Okay, 10, the receiving nations have an increased in composure. 11, the receiving nations have an increase in peace. The 11, 10, 11, 12. 11, they have an increase in leisure. And 12, there's an increase. Oh, no, I had it right, actually. 10, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, okay. And 12, there's an increase in inclusivity with other nations. So, in my 13th step, which is one of the earlier ones, is to take the scaffolding and pull together every corner. And this pulling of the scaffolding and stuff represents all the materials that I have. So in the project, there are these materials. So 1, to pull the materials, which are flags, scaffolding, that's number 2. 3 is bungee cords, 4 is the swivel clips, 5 rope for scaffolding and the wire clamps, 6 the posts, 7 the rings on the posts on the top and the bottom, and then these are other accessories that I need to make the moon project work. 8 is the land, 9 are the public visitors and the tourists, 10 and amenities on the site, which include bathrooms, maintenance booths, 11 the roadways to get to the moon site, and 12 maintenance and a security crew. The 4th step, one of the earlier ones, 14th step, is to connect the poles to the corners at the bottom. I'm sorry I had these out of order, but the last 3, but just bear with me on this. So there's 12. 1, these are about connections. 1, the media connects to the public. 2, the media connects to popularize the moon's cause. 3, the media spreads information about moon. 4, the media supports public demand to know of the moon art. 5, the media demonstrates moon's cause and dedication. 6, the media educates on the Moon International Awards Ceremony as art. 7, the media connects to the event of moon. 8, the media connects the process leading to the International Awards Ceremony. 9, the media connects the after effects of the International Awards Ceremony. 10, the media covers the demilitarization of all. 11, the media keeps track of continual monitoring of demilitarization. And 12, the media keeps track of the benefits of demilitarization after it happens, like peace, prosperity, and happiness. And finally, 15, my last, but this is an early step, is to put rings on hooks on the poles on the bottom. So there's 12. These are about changes. 1, a change in the opinion on war. Less is best. 2, a change in the opinion on our future direction of the nation and of the world. 3, change in progress. 4, change in habits of belief. 5, change in occupation. 6, a change in caring. 7, a change in peacemaking. 8, a change in inclusion and inclusivity. 9, a change in welcoming others. 10, a change in helping people. 11, a change in desiring to see people all over thrive. And 12, a change in an appreciation of others. Thank you for listening. Have a great day.